Shalom, giving all praise to Yahawashi, Shabbat, Kwadash. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there. And I do mean that the hopeful elect or the elect, because the only ones that is going to make it, be delivered, saved, are the people of the elect in America and the elect around the world, because they're going to be gathered. The Most High going to gather the elect. But the elect that will be saved are the elect, meaning from the what? From the fire. Before the missiles hit, the righteous shall scarcely make it. So, shalom to you out there, and you, especially you that are of the work, you are that are diligent, that you all show the same diligence. What did Peter say in 2 Peter 1:10? Give diligence. The Apostle Paul said that you all show the same diligence. That we all supposed to be. This is high alert. You know, this is not. We're not in the time of making a video when you feel like it. Or I'll make a video today, and maybe 2 days from now I'll make another video. We're supposed to be making many videos. If the Spirit's on you to make 2, 3 videos, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos a day, you do it if the Spirit's on you. Anyway, this is a very important subject, and there's so many titles that came to mind. I don't have any preset set up. I'm just going to go with the Spirit, see what the Spirit feeds me with scriptures. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, Yahawashi and the angels will burn in hell with the wicked. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Another title I can give it is, I don't know if y'all ever seen the movie, The Madness of King George, which I saw it many years ago. It came out in early 2000s, I would say. Very good movie. A period piece. And the King George in the movie was played by an Edomite, but it was actually King George III was a Jake. The people at the 13 colonies broke off. When they broke off from Great Britain, the king, the monarch, was a Jake, but they'll portray him as being an Edomite or someone that looks like an Edomite. But anyway, The Madness of King George is a movie. This another title could be The Madness of General Nathaniel, because he's tripping up in his words. He breaks down in Revelation. He should stay out of the book of Revelation. Oh, and he's watching me, because you tell me in the comment section, where's the first time you heard somebody go into Isaiah 34 and say it's a sacrifice and that America is an altar? Well, he says the same thing. So he's remixing this madness and stuff that he heard from us. No, it could be a coincidence that he said the same thing, but tell me that I'm lying. I'm the one that says basically Isaiah 34 is talking about America being sacrificed. So if you sacrifice something, you sacrifice something on an altar, right? So what is the altar? The altar is Babylon the Great. So when Edomites say, well, if you don't like America, you can leave it, love it or leave it. Well, your response is, well, we got to be here. The Most High put us here to condemn this place. This place is a great altar. And this place is going to be sacrificed. It's going to be a burnt sacrifice. That's why the Most High gave to Isaiah, he said that he mentioned the animals that are being sacrificed. It's actually talking about Edomites, Jake, and the other nations. They're going to be the blood. What is that in? I believe it's Isaiah. I'm not going to go to it. Somebody put it. It's Isaiah 6, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Let me see something. Bear me for a minute. Anyway, you're gonna listen to. Okay, this is elder out of England, and he came out to New York to the main camp a handful of times. This brother makes very good videos. Um, he makes a lot of good videos, and if you notice, it's a 30-minute video. He said a lot in 30 minutes, and I couldn't. Let me see. Where am I? Okay, according to this, okay, I guess I'm two. This is about the 2-minute mark. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me do this. Okay, this is on his video. So I'm at the beginning right here. I'm right here. But anyway, if you listen to a man run his mouth enough, he's gonna get caught up in his lies. You know, that's why they do an interrogation. He should know he's a detective. He interrogated people. If you ask, well, what about this? And where was you on this? And you was over here. You said you wasn't over there. Well, wait a minute. At that time, there's a camera on at a store that's saying that you over there. I mean, you know, you get caught up in your lies. You got caught. You get when you got to breathe deep and so forth, and pause and bat your eyes and scratch, you know, scratch your head and all that. They know that you're lying. There's body language that shows it. This man is trying to do damage control. And also, Acts chapter 5:38, it says, if these men are not of the Most High, they shall come to naught. But if they are of the Most High, at least happily you find yourself fighting against the Most High. When we come against the IUIC, just like any other Israelite group, but mainly we come against IUIC because the spirit is on us. The Most High is not dealing with them. You're gonna hear it, man. And let's say somebody from the GMS was to go to the classes. They took it upon themselves to go to the classes and say, "Oh no, no, I heard y'all speaking and I'm coming to the classes." Trust me, I'm talking about a competent guy in GMS, meaning a guy that's rooted and grounded. And let's say I'll just throw a name out there. Let's say somebody from Dallas, Texas, or somebody from LA GMS, or somebody from GMS out there in Australia, down under, Atlanta, GMS Atlanta. I can go on and on. South Kakalaka, I can go on and on. Florida. Any of them guys that are teachers that constantly doing videos, because I don't got to tell you, look, brother, do your videos. Let me get your number. So I'm going to call you, nigga, do a video. I don't got to say that. The spirit is already on you. You've been anointed. You have an unction from the Holy One, and you know all things. So you guys are on, what's the term? Auto drive, auto control or whatever. Meaning the spirit just on you to do videos, just like the spirit is on me to do videos. I just woke up about 6 o'clock at 6:38 a.m. It's a Saturday. We're getting ready to go out to push this word on the highways and the byways. But anyway, let's say somebody that's grounded and settled says that speaks about that in Colossians. That's grounded and settled in this thing and is a top teacher. And he says, I'm going to go to these IUIC classes. I'm going to go to the New York class with the Big Brother Almighty, Bishop Nathaniel or General Nathanielaga or whatever name he chooses to be this week, whatever guys he chooses to put on, whatever mask he decides to put on. But if you go in there, they'll find you out and they'll kick you out. Because when you hear this madness, you're gonna start cracking up. You're gonna start snickling and laughing. And they're gonna look, they go, what is man laughing at? Man, get out of here, man. Get the hell out of here. Get him out of here. Escort him out of here. when you listen to this madness, you will know that this man doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He doesn't know. I didn't wake up saying, let me do another video on IUIC, but this video popped up, so I have to. Hebrew Israelite Yahawashi, from out of the UK. So I'm gonna make it easy for myself. I'm gonna let you just listen. Now the title, you know, you might say that's clickbait, but it's not. According to Bishop, General Nathaniel Alaka, he went back to the Paleo Hebrew. He said that that Yahawashi and the angels are going to burn in hell with the wicked, but they'll be wearing asbestos suits. So for 1 trillion years, that the Yahawashi and the angels are going to be in hell watching the wicked burn. That includes Israelites, but they're going to be wearing asbestos suits. So they're going to be down there in hell with you guys. So you can look up, burn, and say, oh, there goes Yahawashi. Please forgive me, Lord. You're going to look at him. Oh, there goes Michael. Anyway, let's listen to the utter madness of this madness. Let's just listen. Let me shut the hell up and listen, and I'll see where the Spirit guides me. And like I said, I didn't set up anything. I was going to put some precepts. I said, no, I'm going to put no precepts together. I don't got to put no precepts together. It's just going to come through the Spirit. So I hope you can hear this.
The book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying, verse 8. Verse 8. And there followed another angel, saying, Babylon is fallen. That's America. Babylon is fallen. Is fallen. That great city, the United States of America, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Her sin, Sky.
It's sin, but what kind of sin? Look at the thinker, whatever symbol you call it. He said that's sin. Yeah, but you gotta say what sin is it talking about. He said that's sin. And then he says the fornication on the golden cup of her hand is sin, but the MOTB is also sin. No, the MOTB is a sin. Sin means, if you go to the Hebrew or you go to the Greek, look it up in the Greek, look up it in the Hebrew, it's going to say the same exact thing, whether it be in Hebrew and in Greek. The word sin translates into transgression of law, but it literally means to miss the mark. Look it up and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. See, we looks up things. That's Ebonics.
And a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, any man worship the white man, and his image, and
that's a general statement. If any man worship the white man, no, the beast is not the white man. The white man. The inside joke. The beast is not the white man. The beast are not white people. The beast is the military and political how can I say, branches of the U.S. government, along with the military and political branches of Canada, along with the military and political branches of the NATO nations. Let me say a few words about NATO. There was a meeting, summit of NATO, and they had as a guest Zelensky, the president puppet of Ukraine, and he's trying to put in an application to be a member of NATO. Now they interviewed Austin, the big Jake. He's the Secretary of Defense, which I believe he's this guy, Julius Tiberius Alexander, however you want to put them, the guy that led well, actually, he was the second in command to Titus when they besieged Jerusalem. He was a real commander. He was an experienced general, showing you that Jake came up into power. Jake was all up in the Senate, man. Jake eventually became a Caesars or emperors, but yeah, Jake all up in Esau, high up in Esau's military, man. This is going in something else, but let me deal with it. So that's got to be this guy, Austin, whatever the guy's name is, Austin something. Either his first name is Austin or his last name is Austin, and he's really the head general under Biden, which Biden could very well be Vespasian or Titus or whatever the case may be. Remember, all of these people, all these Caesars came back again as presidents. Everything is reincarnated. So when you say the beast, you have to qualify it. You have to say the beast is not some plain white man, like you see some plain white guy walking down the street, hailing a cab. Oh, that's the beast over there. No, it's not the beast. The beast is a gathering of top European nations, which are also part of the EU. The EU and the beast are one and the same. The EU represents the more so the political, economic side, which the politics, which involve politics controlling the economics, politics or politicians controlling the military. So you have NATO nations and EU nations. NATO nations and EU nations come together as the beast. It's not some Joe six-pack white boy shopping at some store. You know, you could hop on the bus and the Edomite's driving. Oh, the beast is driving my bus. No, you got to qualify. You can't just make these blanket statements. You got to qualify it, man. You got to go into it. That's why we go into the Hebrew. Bear with me for my ranting here, but I'm trying to get to a point. This is why we stop and say, well, what's the Hebrew word for that? And what's the Greek word for that? If you know about a place, you got time, what you do is you hear about a place, like I did the other day, Berea. I found out the other day the reason why the Apostle Paul compared the church of Berea to the church of Thessalonica, because they were about 40 miles away from each other. So anytime he went to Berea, he said, okay, now I got to go to Thessalonica. That's why he compared the two, you know? If he's speaking to the people at the church of Berea, he had just came from the church of Thessalonica. That's why he said, you know what? You guys are deeper than these guys. Anyway, bear with me for a minute with my rant. So anyway, when you say beast, you got to qualify what the word is. It's the white man. Anytime you see a white man or a woman, it's the beast. You see a little baby white bird, that's a baby beast. No, the beast is a coming together of these major political, military nations. All right? Let's listen again. Let's listen.
His image and receive his mark.
If you notice, he normally say his image is Caesar Borgia. You notice he didn't say it that time because he's realizing that shit don't even make no goddamn sense. Notice where his hand is. Notice the hand gesture. So who's the image?
In his forehead, that's sin. Go ahead. Or in his hand, you support that sin. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God. You're going to drink of the wine of the wrath of God. Go ahead.
So as you can see, Bishop Nate is doubling down, tripling down on what the mark of the beast is by still teaching that it's sin. All right. Still teaching that it's sin, and it's not sin, it's the microchip. So he's not doubling down, he's tripling.
He can say it's sin, but he has to qualify it. He would say it's a sin, meaning you're missing the mark. If you take the mark, guess what? You are missing the mark. If Yahawashi says something outside of the laws of that was given to Moses, which Yahawashi gave him the laws, if he adds something to it, whatever he says, it's still a law because it came out of the Lord's mouth. If he commanded the 12 to go not into the way of the Gentiles. That's a law right there. If they go to teach actual Gentiles, then they're breaking the law.
Tripling down on it. Just so you can see for yourself, all right? So then he says they're going to drink from the wrath of the cup for that sin. But like we all know, there is no man that hasn't sinned, all right? But let's listen on.
Yeah, according to Bishop Nate, now the Apostle Paul got the mark. He got the mark of the beast. Because he said the mark of the beast is sin. And the Apostle Paul had to take a sip from that cup, that golden cup of fornication. If you go to Romans chapter 7, he comes out and says, yeah, I sinned. I've sinned. So that means he got the mark.
Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire. He shall what? And he shall be tormented with fire. So I'm not making up. This is what the Bible is saying. Go ahead. And brimstone in the presence of the holy angels. This is how you know it's the spirit realm. In the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb and in the presence of Christ, the Son of God. Go ahead. And
so he said in previous video, that's the spiritual hell. Let's listen to it again. Let's listen to it again. This guy's getting caught up in his lie, man.
He shall be tormented with fire. So I'm not making up. This is what the Bible is saying. Go ahead.
Yes, the Bible's saying that, but you got to break it down. What does it mean?
And brimstone in the presence of the holy angels. This is how you know it's the spirit realm. In the presence of the holy angels. And
so he's saying that let me listen to it again. I'm sorry.
Into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with mixture.
Sinned, all right? But let's listen on.
Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And
so when the Lord pours his cup on you, you're going to burn in hell forever. You're going to burn in hell forever.
And he shall be tormented with fire. He shall what? And he shall be tormented with fire. So I'm not making up. This is what the Bible is saying. Go ahead. And brimstone in the presence of the holy angels. This is how you know it's the spirit realm. In the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb and in the presence of Christ, the Son of God. Go ahead.
So he just described hell. He said, I'm not making it up. You see, it's spiritual. He's saying that it was a spiritual hell. So based upon my title for this video, I said Yahawashi and the angels shall burn in hell forever. However, I said it with the wicked. So is that the case? So when the wicked, which are Israelites, the majority of them are going to be Israelites, because you can't hit every place on the earth. Not everybody watches YouTube, or if they watch YouTube, they're entertained by it. So if there's a billion Israelites, maybe a million is going to be saved, and we're going to enjoy ourselves in the kingdom. And the rest of the 4.5 billion will burn in hell forever with their neighbors, Esau and the other nations. All the other nations are going into captivity. I got a cut. Daniel 12. It said the beast is going to be burnt. Matter of fact, let me go to it. This guy's getting caught up in his words. And we're sitting down watching this guy laughing at this guy. He's fumbling in his words. He can't get his lies straight. But the people that follow him, they're under that zombie spell. And how do we know that they're under the zombie spell? Because they're not leaving him. They're under a spell. bewitched, as the Apostle Paul said in the book of Galatians, the 3rd chapter. He spoke about these Israelites being bewitched, meaning a witch cast a spell on you. This man, now I'm not the leadership. The leadership is in their spot. He's a general. He's above the bishops. He's a bishop, but he's really a general. He didn't ascend to the throne of generalship or kingship over the bishop. So he's no longer equal with the bishops. He's beyond. He's a super bishop. He's a mega bishop. And I hate to do this, but he's going off, man. This guy is clearly going off. And that's why the ISUPK can't stand him, because they can see that he's going off. Okay, where did I say I was going to go? Let me come back. I just lost my spot. Let me come back.
Brimstone in the presence of the holy angels. This is how you know it's the spirit realm. In the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb, and in the presence of Christ, the Son of God. Go ahead. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night.
Unfortunately, he is making it up, because the MOTB, the mark of the beast, is not sin in your right hand or in your forehead. So he said he's not making it up, but he is making it up. Right? That he has got complete.
He's making it up as he goes along, and he's getting caught up in his lie. Now we saw 2 minutes and 21 seconds in of a 30-minute video that the elder put together. We're in the, not even into the whole video, not nowhere near the whole video. And you can see how the elder brother is stopping it and showing that he's caught up in his lies. So you heard him, he said, you can see that this is a spiritual realm, right? So the angels are going to be down there, and Yahawashi are going to be down there, and they're going to be down there forever. Because they ain't going to be there for a minute. They're going to be down there forever. So they're going to have asbestos suits on. Either they're going to burn, or they're going to have asbestos suits on, and they're going to be in an arena, and they're going to be sitting in the bleacher seats, eating popcorn and drinking wine, and eating lamb shawarma, watching the majority of Jake burn up forever. And a trillion years from now, they still going to be in the bleacher seats, eating shawarma and drinking wine, laughing at y'all. This is some bullshit. So now, as we go on, he's going to go through this again and say, oh, this is talking about America on fire. How can it be talking about the same thing? See, if these IUIC members were not under that zombie spell of Baron Semides, they would leave, but they can't leave. There's a spell, you know. I got a spell on you because you're mine. Stop the things you do. I ain't lying. That's a song. I forget the guy's name is Dr. something. You know? But this man got a spell on these people. Paul said, bewitched. Bewitched. He bewitched these people. No member of GMS that's a competent member that's grounded and settled could sit in there for 5 minutes and not bust out laughing. This is a comedy show, man. This is a comedy show. See, he said he had a dream. He told us it was myself, it was Apostle Gabar and Apostle Ramlab. I'm sorry, and Apostle Ricard. Apostle Ramlab was not there. It was us three and we was outside of 126, which is the house of David, and he had a series of dreams when the split came. He had a series of dreams, and one of the dreams that he had was that he lost the oil, that the oil was taken away from him. But at the end of the dream, the oil was brought back to him. He better hope that the oil is given back to him. Because what part of the dream, what stage of the dream is this man in right now? He's in the part where the oil was taken away. That's why he's all over the place. And we can see right through this, man. See, hey, like a con man. Oh, you got this guy, Brother Polite. You still got people believing in this guy. Hey, this Garfield don't want to have nothing to do with Sarnetta because he's still up to bat for Polite. Oh, Polite, we gotta hear what the outcome is. So they got into it so bad that what you call it? Sarnetta told him eat a penis, nigga, eat a penis. And then Garfield, that's the first time I saw him mad. He said, "Yo, nigga, I'll come and punch you dead in your face, nigga." He lost the accent, brother. Yo, nigga, I'll roll up on your punk. I'll pull up on your ass and punch you in the face. Now he said it in an accent. I'm just having fun with this. There's a video on that. So what's happening? That cosmic community, that conscious community is no longer, it's breaking up. It's breaking up. Most ain't with it, so it's breaking up. They're fighting against each other. If Satan be divided against Satan, it cannot stand. Like I said, as soon as the curse, the spell is off of these guys in the IUIC, they will leave. Trust me, they will leave, but they're under a curse. They don't realize they're under a curse. Please forgive me for my ranting, but you know, I got to put the commentary in this.
Completely wrong, and continues to teach that. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
That's the same thing we read. And go back to, hold this, we're coming right back here. Go back to 2 Thessalonians. When it talks about you worship the beast, his image, you receive his mark in your hand or your forehead. Go back to 2.
You see, he almost kind of caught himself. You receive the mark in your head or your right hand or your forehead. Wait a minute. Shouldn't you receive it in your body? It's talking about your actual forehead. When you look up the word forehead in the Greek, the word is metopon. You got a company called what is it? The Facebook now it's called Metapon. What is it called? The virtual reality. You got the glasses. It goes on your what? It goes on your Metapon. So that's all tied into it.
Thessalonians 2:12, we just read it. He just used different words, but it's talking about the same thing.
And you see, he says it. He says it's like he nearly tripped up on it. He went, and you receive his mark in your hand or in your forehead. It's like he tripped up to think, how can that be sin? I'm teaching that it's sin, he's saying. It's like he tripped up when he said that. He said that with such conviction. You receive his mark in your hand or your forehead. Let's listen up.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 12. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
What is unrighteousness, brothers? Sin. Go ahead.
But we are bound to give thanks always to God.
So now that's all I want to go back.
None of the churches will go to hell because they call on Jesus, the same name that you call on. Even though they're going off, hey, Jesus, give me the truth. Jesus, thank you, Lord. I'm freed from my sin. Oh, what did this guy say? He said, I'm not happy no more. I'm delivered in the name of Jesus. So they call on the same name that you call on. Right? So they're going to be in the kingdom of heaven. All these churches that you attack, they're going to be right up there in the kingdom of heaven with you, up on a cloud. You hear the madness of this man? it's not sin. It's a sin. It's not sin. Because if that was the case, Paul, the apostle Paul would have the mark. The mark didn't come about until now. Matter of fact, it's not even here yet. The CBDC has to be established. Then everybody's going to have to get a QR code in the smartphone. That's why they give Will you ever hear of a government that gives away smartphones? You don't need to buy a smartphone. They give you a smartphone, and they give you time on a smartphone. So you don't gotta buy a smartphone, man. You can get one from the government. Go to any welfare department. Outside, they'll always have a guy selling phones and shit. Not selling, giving away. Why? Because that's a part of this system. Because ultimately, when you get that QR code, which is the mark that is in the phone, the smartphone is going to eventually go into your hand. Watch what's going to happen. Everybody's going to say, oh shit, GMS was right.
Back to Revelation 14 again. Now, notice up in verse 8, Revelation 14 and 8. Go ahead, read it again.
Revelation chapter 14 and verse 8. And there followed another.
He's coming in that spirit of a used car salesman.
Another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city, because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
So that's talking about this place falling. Look at verse 11.
Verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever.
Meaning here in this place.
Okay, he said, go back to the 9th verse. He said it's talking about an eternal hell that you burn forever. And that Yahawashi, he calls him Christ, and the angels are going to be in the presence. What does it mean to be in present? If I'm in my house, I'm talking to Apostle Gabar on the phone. He's not in my presence. If he comes to the house, he's in the house, he's in my presence. So he said that when you read from the 9th verse, in the presence of the angels, meaning he said it was hell. Go back and listen. I'm not putting words in his mouth. So Yahawashi and the angels are going to be in hell wearing asbestos suits in the bleachers, eating popcorn, lamb shawarma, and drinking wine and unleavened bread and laughing at you for trillions of years. Oh, they came back to me to show you that the nations are not going to burn in hell forever. Daniel 7. I should make a YouTube page called GMS, or what is it? What is the term? GMS. Education, re-education schools. Because if these guys come out, these guys from the IUIC, and they get with us, you're gonna have to have you can't have them mingle with us. You're gonna have to have a separate place where they can come, and they have to be re-educated. They got to be re-educated, man. Because you just let them in, they'll start spouting what this dude be talking about, man. So anyway, let me show you that the nation's not gonna burn in hell, right? Okay. 11 verse, Daniel 7:11. I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake, I beheld even till the beast was slain. The beast represent what? It represents, although the whole beast will not be on fire, parts of it will be on fire, but the unofficial head, which is America, where the woman sitteth, or the woman is, or the woman, the great city, is going to be on complete destruction of fire. Those NATO nations are going to be part of the nations that are going to shoot fire on her, along with Russia, and whatever allies of Russia that possess missiles, they're going to shoot missiles on her. and the EU nations and the NATO nations, they're gonna look back in amazement at, oh, that great city, how it was destroyed. That's gonna be breaking news all over the world, right? So it said the beast was slain and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. What's the burning flame? The missiles. What is Daniel seeing right here? He's seeing the missiles hit America. And when America goes down, the power structure, the political power structure of NATO and the EU will go down with it, because we're going to go around, we're going to get beamed up in these ships, we're going to come back down, and we're going to take over the whole world. And one of the places that we're going to hit is all those EU and NATO nations, and they're going to fight us with their armies, and we're going to be the X-Men to the 10th power. And we're going to smell when they pull out. I might even say that. I might even just say that. I might just say, you Homo sapiens and your guns. And we might turn the guns on them. We're going to be like Magneto had power over metal, but he didn't have power over plastic. We're going to have power over everything. We're going to be Magneto. We're going to be Pyro. We're going to be all those. We're going to be the Wolverine. We're going to be all of them. We're going to be all of them. We're going to be the X-Men. We're going to be Thanos. We're going to be Kal-El. And we're going to have his father, Jor-El, come down. We're going to bring him back. We're going to be Thanos. We're going to be Doom. Remember, Doom killed Superman. He killed Superman. So we're going to be Doom. And then they're going to come with their guns. You Homo sapiens, and you got to have fun with this. They're going to come with their guns, and we're going to have we're going to smile. They're going to shoot their missiles and their low, and the fire's going to hit us, and they said, we got him. And the fire's going to dissipate, and then we're going to walk. We're going to walk through that fire in slow motion, baby. We're going to have mantles. We're going to be changed. And then they're going to realize we can't beat these people. And then we're going to shackle them up, and we're going to put them in slavery, pursuant to Psalms 149 and 5. Read the whole Psalms. And there's many scriptures on it. Isaiah, Isaiah 24. It said we're going to put them in the pits. We're going to put them in the pits. And we're going to shackle them up. And then we're going to give them work assignments, man. The first thing that these devils are going to do, they're going to clean up all the dead from the various nations that got dead bodies. They're going to clean. They ain't going to be working on America, man. It said a fiery stream issued and came forth from before him. Thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him, the angels and the saints. The judgment was set, and the books were open. It says, I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake, which is America, spokesman for America. I beheld even till the beast is the EU NATO system, was slain, was destroyed, because when America goes down, it just takes a matter of inside of a day to take down the EU nation and put them into captivity. Going into any of you that don't, you pray the Most High that you in America, you get burnt up. Then you don't have to go right into slavery. But then when you come back in another life, you're going to be born right into slavery. So it's not going to be so bad, because all you're going to know is that you're going to be a slave, and you always knew that you was a slave. You're supposed to be a slave. Can you imagine the difference between so-called West Africans that was taken into slavery against their wills and somebody born in slavery? It ain't as bad as if you're born in slavery, because you don't know no better. You're supposed to be in slavery. So the ones of you that die and come back, you're gonna come right in slavery, because you know you're gonna know. You're gonna say you're a slave. You're gonna say you're a slave because you was born a slave. You was bred a slave. So you're going into slavery. All you Edomites are going into slavery, and you other nations. But the hardcore slavery is going to be on you Edomites. We're going to kick the other nations in their asses too, every day except the Sabbath and high holy days. And his body destroyed and given to the what? The burning flames. Is that talking about hell? No, that's talking about the missiles. It says as concerning, but let's say this is talking about hell. This is talking about hell. The burning flames is hell. Well, guess what? The other nations are not going to be in hell. As concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion taken away, yet their lives and was prolonged for a season of time, meaning they're not going to burn in this fire. So Nate would tell you that this is hell, but he changes up. So let's come back over here. Come back over here. All right, here we go. And you see, they got the sound effects, and they got this. This guy is Slick Willie, man. This man is Slick Willie. Fair words and fine speeches. Who does he deceive? Who is the only people that person deceives? Is the simple. The simple. The simple believeth every word, because they're under that spell. Let me do this. Romans. Let me go to Romans 16. For they that are such serve not our Lord, Yahawashi, but their own belly. They're doing what they want to do. And by good words and fair speeches, deceive the hearts of the simple. The only people that he's going to deceive are the simple ones. The ones that are under that zombie Baron Samedi spell. I'm going to show you this picture of Baron Samedi's. Let's look up the word simple. Let's look up the word simple.
Strong's G 172.
Akakas. Without guile or fraud, harmless, free from guilt, fearing no evil from others, distrusting no one. Well, that's a simple person. You just believe anybody that tells you something, you just believe it. Let me do this here. Simple. Oh, beautiful. Psalms 19:7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting his soul. The law, you guys push to keep the law, but the law is supposed to make you wise, not keep you under zombie spell. The testimony of Yahweh is sure, making wise the simple. Let's look up the word simple in the Hebrew. The pure language of the earth is the Hebrew. Let's look up the word simple in the Hebrew. Pathya. Simple, foolish, open-minded, naivete, simplicity, dumb. This guy done pulled a fast one on you. The entrance of thy words give light. It giveth understanding unto the simple. But you got to listen. If you under that zombie spell, you'll never get the light. You notice how dark, let me come back here. Do you notice how dark that studio is? Because the light is not in there. So let's listen to a little bit more. And forgive me for my rant. If you don't like it, you can move on.
The smoke of the torment here, y'all can put it on the screen, shall go up forever and ever. I mean, a very long time.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's more. He just said, if you go back, he just said it's talking about a spiritual hell that burn forever. You can see that it's spiritual, but then he said the smoke of his torment. Now he's talking about America. It goes up for a long time. A long time meaning it has what? An end, end of something. You have a duration, and then you have an end of something when something ends. So it's talking about the same thing. But why is he breaking it down the scripture as two different things? You got the missiles, and then you got hell that you burn forever. That doesn't make. And by the way, none of the One West camps out there teach this hell doctrine bullshit.
Hear that? So now he's changed his doctrine again, because before he said that place, Babylon the Great, that smoke was going to go up forever and ever and never go out, and you're going to be burning forever and ever in that smoke. Now he's saying for a very long time. For a very long time. So he's changed his doctrine again. Listen again to what he says about the lake of fire.
Ascendeth up forever and ever.
Meaning here in this place, the smoke of the torment here, y'all can put it on the screen, shall go up forever and ever. I mean, a very long time. The precept here, y'all can put it on the screen, shall go up forever and ever. I mean, a very long time. Smoke of the torment here, y'all can put it on the screen, shall go up forever and ever. I mean, a very long time.
I hope you all heard that. So now he's changed what he's teaching now. He's saying it's a very long time. It's not for an eternity. Before he was saying that you're going to burn for eternity. Now it's just for a very long time. Let's continue.
Precept is Isaiah 34. Go to Isaiah 34 and 10. Actually, let's start at verse 4, and we're going to read down to 10. I want verse 4 because at the beginning of the lesson, we talked about Idumea, Edom. Watch this.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34 and verse 4. And all the host of heaven shall be dissolved.
This is World War III, Armageddon, the return of the king.
Right? And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll.
And the heavens shall be rolled. Y'all got a scroll up there for us? That's it right there. And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Go ahead.
So he's right there. He's right on that. That's talking about World War III, the War of Armageddon. That's what Isaiah saw. That's what he's prophesying on. So he's right on this part. But he's wrong on the microchip. He's wrong on the mark of the beast. Completely wrong on the mark of the beast.
And all their hosts shall fall down.
All their hosts, meaning the satellites, the missiles, everything that's up there going to fall. Go ahead.
And the leaf falleth off from the vine.
As the leaf falleth.
They're what? Their satellites and everything on the fall. No. Because how are they going to get breaking news around the world? They need satellites. So what the hell is this guy talking about? Ultimately, they're going to fall.
Off from the vine.
And as a falling fig from the fig tree.
Read.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Now this is Christ. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
Behold, it shall.
Not Christ, Yahawashi. Not Christ, Yahawashi's sword shall be bathed in heaven. And those swords are going to be the missiles from the War of Armageddon. Right? In the name of his father, Yahweh.
Come down. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
All right, just read it again. You got a problem with the white man, but let's just read it. We know inside there's a Christian sitting there. You got to rebuke that in the name of the Lord. Read verse 5.
You got to rebuke that zombie spell that Baron Samedi's got over your ass. Anyway, where did he get this whole Edomite thing from? He got it from One West. He got it from myself. He was a student under me, but I taught him what the heads taught me. Had he never been in the school, he would be calling the white man the sons of Japhet. So basically, he's regurgitating the stuff that he learned from the school, but he's remixing it and he's adding his own stuff in it. You know how you doctor stuff up? Like you can make some potato salad, right? You go to BJ's or whatever, Costco's, and you buy the big thing of potato salad and you doctor it up. Put some relish up in that bad boy. Put some hard-boiled eggs in that bad boy. Put a little bit extra salt and pepper. Put some spicy brown mustard. And they, oh, this is good. Oh, you just doctored it up. That's all you did. So he's just doctoring things up. He's adding to the mix. Like I said, this hell doctrine was not taught at One West. It was pulled up from time to time by Yeshaya, one of the seven high priests. Yeshaya. He used to sneak it out there, and then he was always brought to council and got corrected, meaning he was rebellious. You know, he was rebellious, so he's not a part of this no more. He doesn't teach no more. I don't know what he's doing now. Maybe he got a little small group, but he's not this guy, this top guy no more. Because it says in Isaiah 30 and 20 on down, you shall see thy teachers. So we haven't seen them. And what does that ultimately mean? When will you start seeing your teachers? When YouTube came on the scene.
One more again.
Wait, oh, wait. All right. Book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Who's Idumea, brothers? That's right. Go ahead.
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Even the white man understood. The scholar we read earlier at the beginning of the lesson, he said this is the white man. Go ahead.
The sword of the Lord is filled with blood.
That the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. Go ahead.
It is made fat with fatness, and with blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bozrah.
Bozrah was one of the capital cities of Edom. So now what I want you to see is comparing the destruction here to a sacrifice. That's what we read about earlier in today.
Right there, because America is going to be a living altar. It's going to be a sacrificial altar. America. It's going to be the greatest. This is why Daniel said in Daniel 12 and 1, when Daniel said that what's coming, this world has never experienced in all of existence, what the Lord is going to.
That's why the prophets are here in America. That's why this truth came out of America, from Harlem, New York, the mecca of all these different Islam, all these different Kemetic. They all came out of Harlem. The school came out of Harlem. That was a spirit. Harlem is a spiritual place, bro.
Bring upon this world and what he's going to do to America. And that's why Daniel says that in 12 and 1. He says, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, who standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thy people, the elect of Israel, shall be saved, right? Shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. That's the elect. So yeah, that's right. He's right on that part. Let's hit it.
Go ahead.
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
There's going to be a great slaughter, a sacrifice here. Go ahead.
And the unicorn.
When it says unicorn, it means rhinoceros. That's what it's talking about.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Unicorn means rhinoceros. Let's see what that says. Unicorn. Let's see if it's rhinoceros. He might be right. He might have me. And right now, the Lord gonna get them rhinoceroses. That means he's gonna get them zoos. 34. Sorry, 34. Let's see what the Hebrew says. Just to have fun. Just for fun. Okay. Unicorn. Unicorns. And the unicorn shall come down with them. Let's see what the unicorns are. Let's see what it says in the Hebrew. He may be right. I don't know. It may say rhinoceros. Rhinoceri. The word is Ra'am. which is where you get the word ram. It says a wild bull. Unicorn. Ram. It says a wild bull. And you don't sacrifice rhinoceros. You sacrifice bulls and oxen, goats. Rhinoceros, rhinoceros is an unclean animal. Okay, right here, Numbers 23, verse 22. The Most High brought them out of Egypt. He hath, as it were, the strength of the unicorn. 9 times. The Most High brought him forth out of Egypt. He hath, as it were, the strength of a unicorn. Deuteronomy 33:17. His glory is like the firstling of the bullocks. Now, the word Ra'am means bull, and his horns are like the horns of unicorns. See, it says unicorn meaning one horn, but it doesn't say that. Why would they call it one horn when the word just says ram? Where you ever see a ram with one horn? With them, he shall push the people together. Now, this unicorn is a spiritual unicorn. This is the satellites, the feed horn. Read Psalms 19, the tabernacle for the sun. The tabernacle for the sun, I did a video on that. A tabernacle could be a small box where you have tools in it, or it could be like a hut. That's a tabernacle. It's not a house that you go into. Your house is not a tabernacle. So it's a tabernacle for the sun, meaning the satellite, to capture satellite. Satellite means what? Saddle and light, to capture light together to the ends of the earth. This is being fulfilled right now. When did this thing really open up? When when we got on YouTube. And they are the tens of thousands of Ephraim, and they are the thousands of Manasseh. So the word there, they went off when they put in the word unicorns. They're right on this one, but they use the word unicorn. The word means a bull, a large bull, but it didn't have one horn. But right here, this is a spiritual unicorn, meaning it's the satellite feeding signals around the world. That's why there's Israelites all around the world, thanks to the unicorn. Will the unicorn be willing to serve thee and abide by thy crib? What does the word crib mean? And abide by thy crib. Crib, manger, feeding trough. Well, how do you get fed? Through this word. I'm feeding you right now. Ooh, to feed, to fatten. So you're getting fed, and we'll feed you. Jeremiah 3, verse 15, I believe that's it. And we'll feed you. Let's look that up. So it's not talking about a rhinoceros. It's not talking about a rhinoceros, man. You don't sacrifice rhinoceros. Rhinocerize. I guess that's plural for rhinoceros. That's an unclean animal, fool. All the animals that he mentioned, the bullocks, the goats, they were all animals that are clean animals. The Most High don't want you sacrificing. I'm gonna sacrifice this snake to you. No, the Most High ain't accepting it. It'll kill you. So he just made it up. He comes in the spirit of a used car salesman. Okay, where did I say I was gonna go? Wait a minute. Oh, Jeremiah just came back. A short-term memory is going. I believe it's 15. So the spoon that we're using is the internet. I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. So how are we feeding you? We're feeding you through the internet, through the YouTube. And by the way, the feed horn is the thing that you get the cable TV. You go to pay your bill at the cable company. I used to pay it. It comes out of my account, which would soon be CBDC. Anyway, there was a point where you would go to your local cable company, whatever cable company you had, and they would have this big dish with a horn in the middle of it. They call that the feed horn. So guess what? We're feeding you through the feed horn. So Deuteronomy 33, when it speaks about the unicorn, is talking about the feed horn, which is the satellite. If a billion people could watch this video right now as I'm doing it, if they want to, if they turn on the station. And guess what? The elect will be drawn to the YouTube pages. They will be drawn to it. They're going to listen to ISUPK, they're going to listen to IUIC, they're going to listen to Sakari, they're going to listen to HODC, they're going to listen to LOI, they're going to listen to AOC or whatever, or GMS, and then the Spirit is going to guide them as to where they got to go. See, IUIC has a lot of people because they see the purple and the gold and they're marching and look at the school and they look like they're in order. And they got a rap. I want to be a rapper. I want to be in the hip hop community. I can get a contract with them guys and this, that, and the third. So that's what Jake goes for, man. Like I said, Jake shops for the truth or a religion like they buying a new car or they buying a car. If it look good on the outside and the sound system is good, they getting it. Oh, no, the sound system, it's dope. Oh, look at the rims on this motherfucker. I'm getting this shit. Esau, however, opens the hood, puts a code scanner on it. He got 3 or 4 different tools. He got his cousin, which is an a mechanic. They dealing with the car for Esau say, I'll buy the car, but I wanna hold it for 3 days. So he drives it to his mechanic, which is his cousin. And they put it all up on the diagnostic, and they find out the car was 100%. So they get the car. So they'll say, well, this is wrong. What is it? What do you call this? What the hell do you call that? A sensor. Oh, this sensor went, but it only costs $10 for the sensor. That's all right. I'm gonna let it go. I'll put the sensor in myself. Or it could be a major sensor. It could be the catalytic converter. So the catalytic converter it costs a lot of money. Based on the car, it costs you $1,500 or more, $2,000 for the cat. That's why they're stealing cats. So a person might say, okay, I'll buy the car, but I'm gonna deduct $2,000 out of it because the cat is gone. So the guy says, okay, no problem. But Jake, he don't do that. And then Jake wondered why he got problems with his chariot, with his whip. Because you don't check shit. You look at the outside of the car, you look at the inside of the car, and you listen and you play the sound system, and that's it. So guess what? That's what a lot of these guys do when they go to Nate. The used car salesman. I hate to call him a used car salesman, but that's exactly, you couldn't run that fucking game on me, man. Polite is a mega supercar used car salesman. He's a mega used car salesman. When Brother Polite came down to us, we saw right through that nigga, man. We saw right through him. He said, what is bullshit? It's easy to get a simple-minded person. Okay, I'm all over the place. But anyway, the word unicorn in Isaiah 34 was not there. If anything, you should have just put the word ram in there. A clean animal. How the hell is a matter of fact, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Let me come back over here to Isaiah 34. Okay, let me come down to the animals. This is the sword of the Lord is filled with blood, and it is made fat with fatness, and the blood of lambs. Lambs is a clean animal. Goats, a clean animal. Kidneys of rams, a clean animal. For the Lord has a sacrifice. So when you sacrifice to the Lord, and then when this fire comes up, the Most High is going to be taking it in. You know how you breathe it in? You're going to be breathing it in. Them fires, you're going to be breathing it in. But the animals are going to be Edomites and the other nation, the wicked Israelites. So now, you know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. Let me. Okay, so it says rams right here, right? Let me try something. Look up the word rams. Okay, rams is a different word. Yeah, a ram is a clean animal, so you can sacrifice it. So the word unicorn just means a big bull. Unicorns. Let's look up unicorns again. He said, unicorns. That's a rhinoceros. That's a rhinoceros. The super deep breakdowns of General Nathaniel Aga. Yeah, right here, the word unicorn shouldn't be here. Now, in the case of Deuteronomy 33, you can use the word unicorn because it's not talking about an actual unicorn. So the word that should have been here was a ram or a bull, meaning it's an animal that you can sacrifice and eat. Most I ain't sacrificing no unclean animal. A rhinoceros is an unclean animal. See, a lot of this shit he just makes up as he goes along.
Let's talk about nations of men, right?
And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness.
Why?
For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance.
So that's all symbolic, parabolic language for the destruction and the blood, the amount of blood that's going to be shed, just like what Daniel said. That's all parabolic language. So let's just listen on.
The year of recompenses for the controversy controversy of Zion.
Who are the Israelites? That's the controversy of Zion. Who does the land of Israel belong to? That's the controversy. Okay?
And the streams.
This guy's a Shakespearean actor, man. This guy's putting on the act. And see, we can see right through this shit.
Thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall.
Hold up. He said brimstone, right? Earlier in his video, he said Revelation 14, he said fire and brimstone, and he said you can see it's spiritual. Brimstone is not spiritual. Brimstone is a byproduct of fire from the missiles. You know, fire and brimstone by these three, from the fire, from the smoke, and from the brimstone, Revelation 9. So he's mixing signals.
Become burning pit.
The land of Idum is talking about Babylon's greed. Go watch it. Here's the proof. What?
What it describes, it's the same description as in Revelation 14. He's saying it's two different things. It's talking about hell that you burn in heaven, which the angels are going to be down there with you, watching you burn forever. So the angels in Yahawashi is not going to be in heaven. They're going to be down in hell, watching you burn, laughing, eating popcorn, shawarma, drinking wine, and laughing at you. But then, on the other hand, it's talking about America on fire.
Watch this.
Read. And what the hell is this? It shall not be quenched night nor day.
It shall not be quenched night nor day.
The smoke thereof shall go up forever.
Didn't we just read that in Revelation 14? It's saying the same thing. Read it again.
It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever.
A long time. Go ahead.
From generation.
Hold up. A long time meaning there's a duration of time. It means there's a end to it that is finite. Hell, spiritual hell, is infinite, but this is a different hell. This is America. So this is mixed signals, man. Look, you people, man, you're gonna be the ones that's in everlasting contempt in pursuant to Daniel chapter 12. This is madness. Like I said, none of these competent member that I'm talking about, somebody that's been in this thing for a number of years, that's settled and grounded in GMS. If they were present, they'll get kicked out because they'll start cracking up. They'll try to hold it in. You know how you try to hold it in, you bust out laughing.
Generation to generation, it shall lie waste.
Did you hear what he said? He said a long time. But he's changed what he said. Before he was saying it's going to burn forever and ever. Now he's preaching the right thing. Now he's saying it's for a long time, which is what. This is what I said to you. If we don't rebuke this guy when he goes on, hopefully he'll get and understand and come around to understand that the mark of the beast is the microchip, right? Because before he was saying America was going to burn forever, that you were going to burn forever in that fire. Now he's saying for a very long time. So he's changed what he was teaching. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
It's saying the same thing. Read it again.
It shall not be quenched night nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever.
A long time. Go ahead.
From nor day. The smoke thereof shall go up forever.
A long time. Go ahead.
From generation to generation, it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it forever and ever.
None shall pass through it forever and ever. Everybody see that? Let's go back to Revelation 14:11 again, so y'all don't forget the train of thought.
The book of Revelation, chapter 14 and verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Read. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.
And why Jesus is not the image of the beast? That he's got completely wrong. The image of the beast is the whole system that Esau has implemented on a global scale, from its financial systems, right, to its economic systems.
Right. The image is talking about the Roman system. It said they worship the beast that was slain by the sword. That tells you right there. It's talking about the ancient pagan Roman system. Back there you had senators. Here you got senators. Back there you had a Caesar, which is also known as an emperor, which means commander. The president is also known as an emperor, commander, commander-in-chief. So this is Rome all over again.
To its religious systems, right, where anyone can pray and worship any god they want, all right, through its love for the alphabet community. This is whole.
Love for the alphabet community is the fornication, which has nothing to do with the mark in the 13th chapter of Revelation.
System, his governments, his two-party system, his Republican, Democrat, Labour, conservative, left, right, that's his image, is his system. The image of the beast is not white Jesus, right? The religious system is part of the image of the beast, but it is not white Jesus. So this he has got absolutely wrong. He keeps on teaching that the image of the beast is white Jesus, and that's wrong. Like everywhere is worshiping white Jesus. This is going to be his system, his CBDC.
Yeah, and these individual, I believe it's the same. The other day they did the video. If I knew what the video is, I'd give it to you. They did it a couple of times. They went into how America is turning it back on Christianity. Like they'll go back to the 1950s. They said 90% of Americans were Christian. And you jump up to the 70s, it was like something like 60% or whatever, 65%, something like that. But it kept diminishing. More people are leaving Christianity for other religions, for witchcraft, for being atheists or whatever. They're not going to church like they used to because they don't believe in that no more, especially the Catholics. Them stupid ass Catholics. Anybody that's a Catholic, you're a real piece of fucking shit. You know that the Catholics, the priests are full of pedophiles. So this guy said that the mark, part of the mark and the image is Caesar Borgia, and one said the Christianity. But wait a minute, they're turning from Christianity. So they're pushing away from the image. So you guys are putting out mixed signals, excuse me.
Microchip is going to be part of the image of the beast because that's going to be the fact.
The mark is the MOTB. The mark is the C-hip. The mark is the MOTB. When you look up the word mark, the word is charagma. Charagma is a physical thing that's put in you. The root of charagma is charax, which is the delivery system. They're going to use that needle to put it up in you. The root to that is grapho, which is the information in the chip.
Foundation of the microchip is the CBDC. Then you're going to get the chip.
So we got to always remember that that's how we're going to escape. That's how. Give me 1 John 5.
If you don't come up out of that madness, you're not going to escape. You're going to die over here in America. If you keep teaching this madness and you can't say you didn't know because the true men of the Lord done taught you the right way. So right now, as far as it goes, you are a false prophet. You're leading people into destruction. Wide is the gate that leadeth to destruction.
1 John 5 and 1. So y'all keep on playing with these church groups out there. Some of y'all dabbling possibly. I'm just throwing this out there. Some of you dabble with these other Israelite camps that don't know anything.
You heard what he just said? He's talking about us. He ain't talking about no. He's that don't know anything. All we do is videos, man. All we do is videos on, but we don't know anything. We go in the same scriptures that you go into. We go into all kinds of scriptures. When you say don't know anything, that means we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. So if we call Esau, we don't know what the hell we're talking about. We got it from you. Hey, Yahawashi is going to bring major judgment to this group, these false prophets called IUIC. Yahawashi is going to bring major judgment on this false group, the IUIC. Yahawashi is going to bring major destruction, mass death to this group, and he's going to break this wicked, evil, demonic group up. So let's listen to a little bit more. You heard what the man just said. You heard he had to put in it, and he was talking about us, and he was talking about the ISUPK and any other group. And he's including Sakari.
They just watch our videos and give double honors to their elders who don't know anything.
Do you hear what this knucklehead just said? Who is he talking about? Let's listen to that again. This guy's losing sleep. This guy's losing sleep over GMS. This man's losing sleep over GMS. He's really talking about GMS. He wants to say GMS. Go ahead and say it. We know what you're saying. Give their leaders double honors and they don't know nothing. Well, a lot of the things that we teach are the same thing that you teach. You got a 12 tribe sign. We got a 12 tribe sign. You teach that they're Israelites. We teach that they're Israelites. You teach the white man are Edomites. We teach the white man are Edomites. So how can we know nothing? Huh? That's a stupid statement. That's a stupid statement. This man is desperate. Where did he learn to slide like that? I ain't nowhere. Where did he learn to slide like that? You slide, my man. Inside joke. He's sliding his ass off. That's a new term. Capping. He's sliding his ass off. He's lying his ass off.
Remember that. That's how we're going to escape. That's our Give me 1 John 5 and 1. 1 John 5 and 1. So y'all keep on playing with these church groups out there. Some of y'all dabbling possibly. I'm just throwing this out there. Some of you dabble with these other Israelite camps.
Just say Israelite camp, not Israelite camp. You're talking about us. You're talking about us. You're talking about GMS.
That don't know anything. They just watch.
We don't know anything. Where'd you learn this under? You learned this under. You was in my camp. We had classes we had an hour class before you went out to camp. So I don't know anything. Guess what? If I don't know anything, that means I don't know anything. That means none of the 7 knew anything. Because I teach the same thing that they taught me. And you teach the same thing that you would learn from myself and them and the 7, because you went to the classes in the week. So for you to, it's just like a guy that goes to college. He graduates under a professor and he teaches what the professor taught him, but he said, oh, that professor don't know what he's talking about. But you teaching the same. Do you see how, and none of these people picked it up. None of them picked it up.
Our videos and give double honors to their elders who don't know anything.
You know what he was talking about, right?
This guy's losing it, man. This guy's losing it, man. He's spiraling into a pit of madness. The madness of King George.
He's talking about our beloved elders, Apostle Tahar, Rakar, Aramlab, and Gabah. He's talking about our elders. He said they don't know nothing. Is this guy off his head? They taught you, my friend. You was in Apostle Tahar's camp. What are you talking about? This is why we have to rebuke this guy. Because when he says that they don't know nothing, he changes his doctrine at a whim. And he's forced to change it because we rebuke and we reprove him when he is going off. Just like what I'm doing now. I am humbly rebuking him and reproving him because he's teaching that the mark of the beast is sin. And he's teaching that the image of the beast is white Jesus, and that's completely going off. So now we keep saying, or shall I say our elders from our apostles going down, that the members of IUIC are window shopping because they can see that their leader is going off, and they can see that the microchip is the mark of the beast. They can see where it's all going. So they are window shopping IUIC members. So now he's trying to play reverse psychology by saying that our elders don't know nothing, and those that keep looking at the other camps, and that we watch your videos, Bishop Nathaniel, General Bishop Nathaniel, we watch your videos. Is for
this is a guy that said some years ago that because a nigga jump up and say Yahweh, but then when he gets out the hospital at the Passover, last year's Passover, 2022 Passover, he praised Yahweh and Yahawashi. But a nigga roll up and say Yahweh. And Kanai said the same thing, Yahweh, Yahawashi, and stumbled on it. Okay, you can go back and watch the video. Put in IUIC Passover 2022. Watch the first, I don't know, the first 10 minutes or so. I don't know. It's in the beginning. They praise Yahweh and Yahawashi. Then they went back to Christ. All right. They went back to the Messiah. Oh, and then he put a prayer up. This was maybe 3 years ago. About 3 years ago. He put up a prayer and asking the Most High to bless. He mentioned my name. He said Tahar, Gabar, Rakar, Raimla. Then he put presses up on General Yohana. So out of the mouth comes blessings and cursings. So he blessed us a couple of years ago. Now he's cursing us. First you say I'm your brother, and now I'm not your brother. First you say I'm your brother, and now I'm not your brother. Inside joke. So let's listen to some more of the madness of General Nathaniel.
Edification of new people. So when we see you go off, we have to rebuke you and reprove you with a humble spirit, so that new people that come into the faith, that wake up the Israelites, don't get drawn to what you're teaching, that the image of the beast is.
Because the IUIC is nothing but a big, gigantic stumbling block. And the ones of you that are in it, the Most High appointed you to be in it, to have that spell put upon you.
White Jesus, and that the mark of the beast is sin. You're completely going off. That's the only reason we watch your videos, not for you to teach us anything. And when you are teaching the correct things, we'll give you praises for that, my friend.
We haven't been doing that in a while because he been talking crap.
Right now, a lot of the things that you're teaching, you're completely going off. And you continue to change your doctrine because we are on you. Yeah,
what is he going to say? What is he going to, you can put it up as pay-per-view. I'll pay for it, man. $80 to see it. How is he going to explain? How is he going to explain the MOTB when they actually have to get chipped? How are you going to explain that? Breaking news. Everybody saw the news. It's breaking news all over the world. You got to get this technology into your skin right now, or you can't buy or sell. You can't live you got to be homeless. You got to live out in the woods. You can't go to the park because parks are controlled by the government. You do what you got to. You better hop in a ship and go out of space some goddamn where. How are you going to explain it? Are you going to tell them to go ahead and take it? Like you told them to take the juicy juice? If you go on my Odyssey page, you'll see him say it. It's actually him saying it. He said, do it, take it if you have to take it. You're giving them a license to go ahead and take it. Let's listen to some more of this madness.
We are the defenders of the gospel. Right? That's what
we are, the defenders of the gospel. Because we're the only group that gets on this guy about his thing, about this nonsense that he teaches. Not other groups teach that, but this is a major group. So we're not doing it for him. He's not going to wake up unless the Most High tap him on the head, open his mind back up, give him the oil back. You better hope that part of the dream come to pass. Remember, he had the dream. He had a dream that the oil was taken away from him, but at the end of the dream, before he woke up, the oil was given back to him. So what part of is he in the part of the dream with the oil in him? Does he have oil in him? No, he does not have oil in him. He's babbling. He's babbling in Babylon. He's babbling in Babylon.
We are. Listen to what he says again. Window shopping. He knows it, man. He's feeling the pressure. You can see he's feeling the pressure. Listen to what he says again.
So y'all keep on playing with these church groups out there. Some of y'all dabbling possibly. I'm just throwing this out there. Some of you dabble with these other Israelite camps that don't know anything. They just watch our videos and give double honors to their elders who don't know anything. But y'all keep on playing with these church groups out there. Some of y'all dabbling possibly. I'm just throwing this out there. Some of you dabble with these other Israelite camps that don't know anything. They just watch our videos and give double honors to their elders who don't know anything. Y'all keep dabbling with them. And be convinced it's okay to sin You can have women here, women there, sex, and kick them to the curb, make whores out of these women. Keep on playing. Give me that.
None of I don't have no woman other than one woman. Really, I don't have no woman. I'm a man of a certain age. I mean, I can get women if I want to, but I'm so involved in this truth that you don't have time for that stuff. So this is called damage control. This is desperation, man. This man right here. This man right here is desperate, bro. Homeboy, desperate. My. Let's listen to a little bit more of this madness.
1 John 5.
The book.
Anyway, let me just bring out a couple of scriptures. He's feeling the heat. You know that movie Heat? He is feeling the heat because we have to rebuke and reprove him when he's going off with a humble spirit, and he's feeling the heat because he knows his members are truly window shopping and they can truly see that what our elders have been teaching, the apostles.
They can window shop all they want. Like 50 Cent said, you can window shop all you want. If you're not of the elect, you're not going to get it. If it were possible, they will deceive the very false messiahs and false Christ that will deceive many. And if you are not of the elect, well, how does it say? But the elect, if it were possible, they deceive the very elect. He better hope that he gets that oil back. He better hope that that dream, the latter part of that dream, come to pass.
Apostles, the bishops, the elders going down to the brothers in the camps out there on the highways and hedges, right? They can see that what we have been teaching is 100.
And leave these kooks alone. Anybody in GMS, do not engage with the. Now, if you're walking down the street and you mind your own business and they call you out, you might say a few words to them. You might even say you're GMS, but I'm not going to argue. And then you kind of go. You know, you don't got to defend nothing because they're going anyway. You're talking to zombies, man. You're talking to zombies under this divine spell of Baron Semites. Just don't engage with them. Don't roll up on them. If any of you GMS guys roll up on these guys, asking questions, that's not a good look. I'm not going to say what I'm going to do or what I'm not going to do, but that's not a good look because they're gone. They're under. You can't get a person out of the spell if he's under the spell. This demon only comes out through fasting and prayer.
100% correct. Soon he's going to start saying he's got 100% truth. Watch and see. Watch and see. So let me just bring out a few precepts, right? I didn't come to spend long. I just really wanted to bring that to the forefront once again to show you that he has changed his doctrine again, and he's still going off on the mark of the beast and the image of the beast. So James chapter 1. James chapter 1. I'm not going to spend long on this. I just want to bring out a few precepts and that's it. Oh yeah, and Kal Halal Yahawashi Yahawashi Basham Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, our teachers and our leaders in the spiritual warfare in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahawashi, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. And shalom to my fellow Hebrews, like brothers and sisters who have been edified by the truth. James chapter 1 verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
So he's clearly unstable. Anyway, with that, I urge you to watch the rest of this video. I stopped at 18 minutes and 21 seconds in of a 30-minute video. And please forgive me for going long, but that's the spirit. With that, I'm going to say shalom.